All right, so today we're going to deep dive into AI image generation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
We've got this chapter here that breaks down how to use artificial intelligence to like make all kinds of visuals, and they really get into the specifics of two tools,
Right.
DALL-E and RunwayML.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played around with them at all?
I've seen some stuff, but I haven't really gotten my hands dirty.
Okay, well, get ready because this is some next level stuff.
Oh.
We're talking like type in a cat riding a unicorn through a rainbow,
Wow.
and poof, there's your image.
Really?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting is we're kind of past that point of like, can AI even do this?
Right.
This chapter is all about how it's actually being used like in the real world.
Exactly. Okay, so let's start with DALL-E.
Okay.
I gotta admit the name's kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
But like, what can it actually do?
It's pretty amazing. Imagine having like this superpowered art assistant.
Okay.
So DALL-E uses something called a GPT language model. Yeah, it's the same tech behind all those AI chatbots that are everywhere now.
Yeah.
So basically, it can understand what you're saying in like normal language and then turn that into images.
So it's not just matching keywords, it like actually gets the concept.
Exactly. And it combines that with deep learning.
Deep learning.
Yeah, which is basically how AI learns from tons and tons of data.
Right.
So they've trained DALL-E on this massive data set of like images and text.
Huh.
So it can create something totally new just from your description.
Okay, so walk me through this. Let's say I want to use DALL-E.
Okay.
What's the process like?
So first you need an OpenAI account.
Okay.
Pretty easy to set up.
All right.
Then you literally just type in what you want to see.
Okay.
And the more specific you are, the better the results.
Yeah.
Like you can even specify the artistic style or like the mood.
So I could be like, I want a photorealistic picture of a dog playing poker.
Exactly.
Or like a Renaissance painting of a robot eating pizza.
You got it. So then DALL-E will generate like a few different options based on your description.
Okay.
And you pick the one you like best.
Wow, that's pretty wild. The chapter gives an example here. It says like a dog astronaut exploring the moon.
Yeah.
And how DALL-E can create like realistic versions, but also like stylized ones.
Right.
It's kind of mind-blowing how a simple phrase can become this whole image.
And that's what's so groundbreaking about it.
Yeah.
It's making this level of image creation accessible to anyone. You don't have to be like a professional artist or anything.
So the chapter mentions DALL-E being used by like marketers, designers, even educators.
It's everywhere.
So how's it actually changing things like in the real world?
Well, think about marketing campaigns. Instead of using stock photos, now companies can create these unique visuals that match their message perfectly.
Yeah, it's a whole new level of customization.
Totally. And for product designers, they can visualize concepts before they even start building.
Oh, that's smart.
It's like a sneak peek into the future of their product.
Yeah, and I bet that saves a ton of time and money in the design process.
For sure. And then there's educators.
Right. The chapter mentioned that too.
They can instantly create visuals to help students understand difficult concepts.
Huh. So it's like bringing textbooks to life?
Exactly.
Okay, so DALL-E is clearly making waves.
Big time.
But this chapter also talks about RunwayML.
Okay.
What makes that one different?
So DALL-E is all about generating images from text.
Right.
RunwayML is more like a whole suite of AI-powered tools for visual creation.
Like a whole toolbox.
Exactly. It's like DALL-E on steroids.
Okay, now you've got me intrigued. What can you do with RunwayML that you can't do with DALL-E?
For one thing, it goes way beyond just static images.
Oh, really?
You can edit videos, add special effects.
No way.
Even manipulate existing images, like stuff that would take hours in Photoshop.
Hold on, I need a second to process this video editing with AI.
Yep.
This is like next level.
It really is.
Yeah.
So RunwayML uses these things called pre-trained models,
Okay.
which are basically AI algorithms that have already learned how to do specific tasks.
So instead of starting from scratch, you can just choose a model that's already been trained to do what you need.
Exactly. Like, let's say you want to remove the background from an image.
Okay.
You just pick the right model in RunwayML, and it does it for you.
Wow, that's insane. The chapter mentions that you can even integrate RunwayML with other design platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Like Adobe Premiere and After Effects. So it's not just a standalone tool. It can actually work with the software people are already using.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so powerful.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing those workflows.
No.
It's about enhancing them with AI.
I like that. So I'm getting the feeling that RunwayML is less about like anyone can be an artist and more about giving pros superpowers.
Yeah.
So who's actually using this stuff right now?
Like filmmakers, content creators, anyone who needs those like high-end visual effects without a Hollywood budget. RunwayML can basically streamline that whole process.
Yeah.
The chapter had this cool example of adding realistic fog to a scene, which used to take like a whole team of specialists.
Wow.
Now one person can do it in RunwayML.
So it's not just saving time, it's like democratizing those really complex techniques.
Right. And it's not just for video either.
Oh, okay.
Graphic designers are using RunwayML to transform images in ways that we've taken forever before.
Like what kind of stuff?
Imagine like seamlessly swapping out a background.
Okay.
Or changing the whole style of an image with just a few clicks.
It's like having a whole team of digital assistants behind the scenes.
Kinda.
What about digital artists? Are they using RunwayML too?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How so?
It's opening up all these new artistic possibilities. Think of it like painting with AI algorithms instead of brushes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It lets artists experiment with totally new forms of expression.
So, like, we're going to start seeing these super avant-garde AI art exhibits.
Who knows?
With images and videos that are like nothing we've ever seen.
Maybe.
That's kind of cool.
It is. And this actually leads into some of the emerging trends the chapter talks about.
Okay.
So we've talked about how AI can generate images from text, right? But get this. We're on the verge of hyper-realistic image generation.
Hyper-realistic?
Yeah. AI creating images that are so lifelike you can't even tell they're not real.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously.
That's both amazing and kind of freaky at the same time.
Right. Think about what that means.
Yeah.
How do we know what's real anymore?
It's a good question.
It's going to change how we think about photography, visual media, even truth itself.
It's like we're stepping into a sci-fi movie.
I know, right?
Where reality is becoming blurred.
Exactly. And along with hyperrealism comes deep customization.
Deep customization.
Yeah, we're not just talking about changing the color or size of an image anymore.
Okay.
Imagine controlling like the lighting, the texture, the composition, even the emotions that the image conveys.
All with AI.
All with AI. Pinpoint accuracy.
So it's not just about generating images, it's about having this crazy level of control.
Exactly.
Over every little detail.
Over every pixel.
Yeah.
And it gets even crazier.
Crazier than this.
The chapter talks about this idea of multimodal interaction.
Multimodal interaction? What's that?
It basically means combining images, text, and video.
Okay.
In ways we haven't even thought of yet.
So like RunwayML is already doing some of that, right? Blending image generation with video editing.
Exactly. That's just the beginning though.
Okay, where do we go from there?
Imagine creating an image from a text prompt.
Okay.
Then using that image to make a short video. Add some music sound effects.
All in one platform.
All in one platform.
It's like having a whole production studio on your computer.
That's the power of AI.
This is blowing my mind.
And that's the thing about AI image generation.
Yeah.
It's evolving so fast.
Right.
What seems impossible today could be normal tomorrow.
Makes you think.
It really does. Which actually brings me to a question that's been in my mind this whole time.
What is it?
With all this power at our fingertips.
Yeah.
With the lines between reality and AI getting blurrier and blurrier.
Right.
What does this mean for the future?
For the future of what?
Of art design communication.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And I think it's one we're going to be wrestling with for a while.
As this tech keeps evolving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to wrap up what we've talked about today, we've gone from what is AI image generation to how is it changing the world right now to what does the future even hold?
Yeah, it feels like we've gone like from 0 to 60.
Yeah, for sure.
All the way from how these tools actually work.
Right.
To like these mind-bending possibilities of hyper-realistic images.
And multimodal creations.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot.
It is. We started with DALL-E, remember?
Yeah.
Which is already changing the game.
Oh, yeah, big time.
For like marketers, educators.
Giving them that power to create custom images.
On demand.
Just like that.
And then we talked about RunwayML.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that visual effects studio in your laptop.
Pretty much.
We're talking filmmakers creating these complex scenes.
Right.
Designers transforming images with just a couple clicks. Digital artists pushing the boundaries.
Pushing the boundaries.
Right. What's even possible.
It's wild. And those emerging trends.
Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started.
Hyper-realistic images that blur the lines between reality and AI.
Right.
deep customization controlling every little pixel.
It's great.
Multimodal interaction, blending images, text, video.
Into these new forms of expression.
It's a lot to wrap your head around.
It really is.
But that's what makes it so fascinating, right?
Yeah, totally. It's not just cool tech.
Right.
It's about how this tech is going to, like, reshape our whole world.
Exactly. Think about it.
Okay.
If AI can create images that are basically indistinguishable from reality.
Yeah.
How does that change your understanding of truth?
What? Yeah, that's a good question.
Of authenticity.
It's a question we're already dealing with, you know, with deepfakes and all these other kinds of manipulated media.
And it's only going to get more intense.
Right. It's AI image generation is just going to, like, amplify that whole thing.
Absolutely. But it's not all bad news.
Okay, good.
There's a flip side to this.
Yeah.
This technology can also, like, democratize creativity, empower people to tell their stories.
In new ways.
In powerful ways.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine a world where anyone can bring their ideas to life visually.
Regardless of skill level.
Exactly, no matter what resources they have.
It's a world where those barriers to entry are lower.
Yeah.
Where creativity becomes this universal language.
Oh, I love that.
So as we wrap up,
we're
left with a lot of questions.
More questions than answers, probably.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, I think so, too.
It's those questions that keep us curious.
That keep us learning.
Exactly.
So to everyone listening out there, as you're navigating this increasingly visual world,
stay curious.
Stay informed.
Stay engaged in the conversation.
Yeah, because this is just the beginning.
The future of AI image generation is being written right now.
And everyone has a role to play.
Until our next deep dive.
Keep those imaginations going.
The possibilities are endless.
See you next time.